live well. Today, I'm going to cover an exercise for your hip flexor to strengthen your hip flexors. Now, most people have tight hip flexors because we sit all the time. That's what we do. We sit a lot. Your students are sitting, you're sitting in an office, and then we want to go out and we want to be active. We want to go hiking, or we want to go walking, or we want to go running, but we have chronically tight hip flexors. And so you see a lot of videos out there where they're stretching the hip flexors. But the other problem is when you have a chronically tight muscle, it is also typically weak or inhibited, and we need to strengthen that muscle. So today I was going to share an exercise that you can do at home to strengthen the hip flexor. This is going to be great for athletes that are going out and doing a lot of walking, hiking, running, rucking, whatever you're doing where it involves a lot of hip flexor, so that you're not, when that muscle is tight, you're not pulling in other muscles or causing strain to your low back and causing problems and injury later on. So we want to strengthen the hip flexor if they're chronically tight. So we're going to start in a classic bridge. So everybody hopefully knows how to do a bridge, but you're going to put your legs about shoulder width or hip width apart, feet flat on the floor. Your pressure is kind of mostly through your heels. You should have it lined up where you can about reach your heels with your arms straight with your fingertips. And then arms flat into the floor, and we're going to bridge up. We're going to start with this motion so that you get comfortable with the movement before we add resistance. So we're starting in our bridge. This activates our glutes and our hamstrings. Now you're going to be lifting one leg. So this leg is going to be your stabilizer, and then I'm going to lift my right leg, and I'm going to start bringing my knee up towards my nose. So this leg is stabilizing with the glute and the hamstring, and I'm using this hip flexor to lift up my leg. You see that? So you're going to do 3 sets of 15 without resistance on each side. If you can do that while maintaining your bridge, then we're going to add some resistance. So you're going to grab yourself a TheraBand. Red is going to be your lighter. You can start light and work your way up. Wrap those around your feet. Again, we're going to come back down into the bridge. So I've got it wrapped under my feet, back up into my bridge, and I'm going to do the same motion, but now with resistance. So stabilize yourself with your glutes and your hamstrings, and then lifting. And this is a little more challenging. You might feel your hips dip. So you're going to take your time and work your way up to this. Get yourself in your glute, and then knee towards your nose. And now I have resistance as I bring my knee up and back down here in my hip flexor to strengthen my hip flexor. And again, 3 sets of 15 or 3 sets of 10, whatever you can do, and then switch sides. And you're getting the opposite, the opposition, the other side is working the glute and the hamstring as you're working the hip flexor on the side that you're lifting up. So if you have any questions with this video, drop it in the comments below. Again, we are targeting strengthening the hip flexor, which hip flexors tend to be chronically tight and weak. So let's add some strengthening exercises in there as well, in addition to our stretching. So if you have any questions, drop it in the comments below. We thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe. That way you don't miss any subsequent videos that we have coming up in the future. We appreciate you watching. I'm Dr. Kirsten Lewanig, River Valley Chiropractic with Move Well, Live Well. Thank you. Have a great day.